What are variables in programming and how to use them? A variable in programming is a value that can change, depending on the circumstances. It is like a container that holds a value, and you can use variables to store and manipulate different pieces of information in a program. Variables are declared with a specific data type, which determines the kind of values they can hold. These types depend on the programming language being used. Some examples are int, char, float, double or boolean. When naming variables in programming, it is important to choose names that are clear, descriptive, and easy to remember. This helps to make your code more readable and understandable, and it can also prevent errors and misunderstandings. Here are a few tips for choosing good variable names. Avoid using abbreviations or acronyms, unless they are widely known and commonly used in your field. Use meaningful names that describe the value that the variable represents, such as customer name or total cost. Avoid using single-letter names, unless they are used as loop counters or temporary variables. Use camel case, capitalizing the first letter of each word except the first, to make long variable names easier to read, such as customer name or total cost. Avoid using names that are already used for other purposes, such as keywords or built-in functions in the programming language you are using. By following these guidelines, you can choose variable names that are clear, descriptive, and easy to remember, which will help to make your code more readable and maintainable. Declaring and initializing variables in programming is the process of creating these named storage location for values and assigning it an initial value. This involves specifying the name and data type of the variable, depending on the programming language used. An example to declared an integer to save the customer age with an initial value of 30 can be the one displayed on the screen. Variable scoping in programming refers to the accessibility of a variable within a given part of a program. In other words, it determines where in the code a variable can be used and accessed. There are two main types of variable scoping, global and local. A variable with global scope is one that can be accessed and used anywhere in the program. A variable with local scope, on the other hand, is one that can only be accessed and used within a specific block of code, such as a function or loop. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and check description.